Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome, girls. Welcome, everyone, to the YouTube channel. So, it has been a long while since I did a video like this that I do market analysis. I think I did one earlier in the year. I think I'll try and be more consistent with it from now to the end of the year because I noticed the first one I did earlier on in the year, people loved it. Okay, so if you traded Forex last week, I'm sure you would have been excited if you entered at the right time, especially for the main pairs. So for this week, this is the week of 28th of May 2023. So I'll just share my thoughts on about four pairs and I'll look at them from big picture to small picture and what you should be looking at going into the coming week and how you can take advantage of it. So if you love that, hit the like button. If you have any comments after watching the video, drop your comments below and let's get right into it. Okay, so this is Euro USD chart. I'm going to actually look at USD CAD, AUD, USD JPY, and Euro USD, and then Pound USD. So let me start with USD CAD. Okay, where is my USD CAD? Okay, so let's look at it from the monthly chart just to give you the big picture. So on the monthly chart of USD CAD, this is how it looks like. If you're looking at it all the way from like 2006, this is how it looks like on the monthly chart. But the main thing is this, since about 2016, the market has basically been ranging on a monthly time frame. So you can see down, up, sideways. It has been going sideways basically. Now, if you are from the most recent high to the most recent low on monthly time frame, if you put a Fibonacci there, you'll see that it has been on around the 6.1. That means, let's say we're expecting it to go down. So it has been around the 61.8 level ever since. And if you look at it, you see that for several months now, it has actually also, even at a smaller level, been going sideways. So let me go to weekly chart so you can see what's happening there. So on weekly chart, okay, let me just come down first. You can see the 61 level, the 50 level. So it has just basically been ranging on the weekly chart, going between that 61 level and 50 level, just bouncing through the two of them, you know, just bouncing through the two of them. Although, if we put some lines there, we may see something like this. So it almost looks like as if it's converging. So it's converging. So probably maybe if you do that a little bit closer, you may be able to catch an opportunity there. Okay, the opportunity may have already happened. Okay, so my point basically for looking at this is just to give you an idea that hey, this may not be the best pair to trade at the moment because it's going sideways, it's just bouncing between 61 and 58. However, if you must trade it, maybe trading the range kind of thing may work out. Like for example, on Thursday, we have had the opportunity to make from some money selling because just on Thursday last week, it just got to at about the 61. So if you sold on Friday, maybe you'd have caught some pips because that's basically what it has been doing. It gets to 61, it pulls back, maybe it goes up above it, comes back to it, bounces up a little, then crosses it. Just playing around it basically. So I guess that opportunity already kind of happened. So wonder what next it will do. Maybe this time around it will just continue downward, or maybe it will turn around and cross it. So depending on what happens, you may, okay, let's say if you want to target it for sell, maybe you may just put your stop loss at the very top and just hold the sell down if you to do that. Maybe with a minimal stop loss, because we've had cases whereby it got there and pulled considerably down. There are some cases whereby it touched it before pulling down, so you can't tell. It's sideways, so it's not clear. So my advice for now may be to just maybe stay away from this pair, you know, stay away from this pair. Okay, so that's for that. Next is Australian dollar. So also going to the higher time frame. Okay, let me look at it on this other one. Monthly time frame. So if we look at the monthly time frame here, this is the one I want to look at. Let me see. Okay, actually, this is the one I actually want to look at. Okay, so on the monthly time frame, we had a pull down, then a bounce up, and then it has kind of been pulling back ever since. That's downward. Let me zoom this out even further. So this is what I wanted to see. So on the monthly time frame, the trend since about 2010 has been, am I right? Is that 2010? 2011 has been kind of downward. So even this rise that we saw, it didn't quite make a new high. So naturally, the trend is still downward. It's like it went reverse and it's coming down. So all these pullbacks, it's like it's still going down, it's downward. So if we zoom into it smaller, we can see that this whole pull move downward is like up, down, up, down. It's like a market structure just declining, like a bearish market just declining. So this means that we can expect in the coming months a decline all the way, maybe all the way down, because right now it's in that kind of pattern. Now, where are the opportunities around this? Of course, it's a trend. The opportunities around this, there's kind of several of them, but let me use the other charts to make it clearer. Now, I put Fibonacci on the chart on the weekly, on the monthly, so I just use this as a high and this as a low, the most recent monthly high and low. So the Fibonacci was around the 61.8. So it's as if it came down, pulled back, hit 61.8, and it's currently declining. Currently, as at last week, I think it just hit the 23.6 level. So we have a massive gap here, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, that it may fall through. So that is kind of like a massive opportunity. However, the market doesn't move in a straight direction. It moves in one direction, then pulls back. So with that being said, this weekly, you can see it was last week, it actually hit around that 23.6. So we can expect in the coming subsequent weeks falling through all the way down. Now, before that fall, we may see a pullback up, maybe back to around the previous support level, maybe around here. Let me just say this zone. So we may see a little pullback to that, which is about 60-70 pips rise, then probably a turnaround for a further break. We may see that, or it may even pull up a little bit higher before a further decline, or it may even just come back all the way to 38.2. We can't be so sure exactly what will happen. However, the trend is that it's going down, so you look for opportunities to sell. So what that means, let me go to the daily time frame. So what that means is this. Looking at it on the daily time frame, we can see that we had several days of sell, and then Friday was a buy. So Friday was like a doji, in fact, it broke through that level and came back to it. So with the way it did on daily time frame, personally, I don't, I can't say I'm so sure that it's going to pull back so much. But we're going to watch. This is like a doji. So if we have another day that buys, then we may actually have a trend up for a while. So let's see how Monday and Tuesday behaves. If they start forming a, a turnaround, then we can take a sell. However, it may just break through and continue selling. So in that kind of case, maybe you may want to put your stop maybe not too high, just a manageable stop loss there. Then your target take profit, at least your first target take profit should be, okay, let me put it in weekly. I saw it earlier on. Let me show you where that is. Okay, on weekly it doesn't even show very well. Let me try and see how I can. Okay, wait, I think I saw it just now. Yes, now I've seen it. Okay, so your first target take profit can be around here, this support zone. So let's say, let me put a line there. So let's say it breaks through and falls to a new low on Monday. You may just want to manage your risk, so you can maybe enter in for a sell, take profit about 60 pips, stop loss about 50 pips, something like that. So if you want to just follow it, but personally I would prefer it pull. I want to see some pullback. So if I see it drop on Tuesday, I may just still wait and see. On Monday, I may just still wait and see how Tuesday behaves. Because the market usually doesn't just behave in a straight line; it goes in waves. So that's for AUD. So let's go to USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, so for USD JPY, on a monthly time frame, let me bring it down. Generally, on a monthly time frame, it has been buying. It has been buying, 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 buying. It pulled back to about the 50 level, then has started buying again. So with that in mind, it just hit about the 23.6 level. So it actually just, this month is about ending. So the new month may just go all the way or pull back a little before going all the way up or range for a while. We don't know exactly. However, this is what we can anticipate. If I go into weekly time frame, we can see that this move up is like a zigzag. This is like a zigzag. This move up that is happening right now. So in my thoughts, I am using Fibonacci, try to project the zigzag move, and in the short term, we can expect it to hit a high of about 42.90, about 42.90. However, it just hits a weekly resistance, which is here. This point here was a weekly resistance. When it pulled up and hit the 23 point, it was also a weekly resistance. On daily time frame, you may not see it on weekly, but on daily time frame, after hitting that level, it dropped about 70 pips. So let me look at that in daily time frame. You can see after it hit it on Thursday, it actually dropped about 70 pips before turning around and closing above the level. So the buy trend on USD is quite strong. So for this pair, even though the momentum is really strong, but it can't just continue like, because it just crossed this, went to the next level. So it's really speeding in terms of buying. So it's kind of difficult to catch it. However, on H4, we see a kind of trend up, down, up, down, up, down. So in my thoughts, if I'm going to place a buy trade, maybe I may want to see maybe some kind of pullback. I use this place as a stop loss and see if it continues. Or this is what I am really thinking, expecting. I'm thinking that in the coming week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, it may actually pull back and hit this stop here. And I'm actually thinking that it's going to pull back all the way to this level. I'm thinking it's going to pull back all in this coming week, that this coming week for USD was going to experience massive sell. However, after doing that, it will continue buying. I will probably be wanting to look for a situation that if it actually breaks this market structure, I will be looking for a sell pattern. That's a decline pattern. That means a sell, rise, and then I can enter for a sell. Because it has really, the speed has been much. It has to kind of, I expect it to kind of correct all of that. So that's that for that. Please share your thoughts on it in the comment section. Then for Euro USD, I'm sorry that this video won't be so long. I think maybe I'll stop in Euro USD. Okay, so for Euro USD, on the monthly time frame, let me zoom out. Okay, so you can see from about 2008, it has actually been selling. The Euro USD has actually been selling on the monthly time frame. Now, this is what this weekly chart. We had a decline from about 2021 January all the way down to 2022 September, then a pullback. The pullback so far has got to the 50% level and has just kind of bounced around it. Got there, came back to 38, went back to the 58, crossed 32, came back to it, broke through it, and is still pulling back right now. So in my thoughts, it may pull back to the 38 again. It may actually pull back to the 38 again. This is the weekly chart. And even on GU, even though I didn't want to go into GU, but let me just quickly also mention that on GU. On GU, it's kind of like a similar thing. Just that GU got closer to the 61 level. You can see it's the same decline, then it pulled back to 50 level. First played around 50 and 38, 50 and 38, crossed 50, went close to 61, then turned around. And at the moment, it is just hitting, it's just about hitting the 50 level there. So for GU, it may also fall to 38, but since it's crossed the 50 level well and it's coming back to it, maybe we may see a bounce up. But for now on GU, we can expect a trend downwards until the market structure is broken. And when I say a trend downwards, if you look at this, we have a sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So until you have a stationary buy market rises and maybe breaks this kind of level, just maintain the sell bias. Yeah, it breaks this kind of level, just maintain the sell bias. But it was rising up, it broke the market structure of buy at some point. So for now it's selling. Yes, it has approached the 50% level, so we may see a bounce back. True. But until it actually breaks this, let your bias be towards selling. And the fact that for Euro USD, we seem to still have a lot of movement to go before Euro USD gets to this level, this 38 level. So, okay, another way to view Euro USD, let's also just view it that way and see the thoughts there. Okay, I guess I already put that on this chart. Now, on this chart, in short term, looking at the rise that Euro USD did on daily and the pullback it did recently selling, it's actually just at about the 61.8 level right now in terms of rise and decline. So we may actually also see a buy, because this is a doji. We may actually see a buy. It may not get to that 38 level, but we actually see a buy. So my thoughts on this is this: for the Euro USD also, except you see it break this kind of level, break the structure of selling, until you see that break, let your bias for Euro USD be more towards selling. However, since we had a doji on Friday, I may advise that on Monday you just wait to see how the movement goes. Wait to see how the movement goes. If it breaks this level, the low speedily, maybe you may target that 38 level in terms of sales. If you have the opportunity to see a clear selling pattern, you may target 38 level, which should be about 612, 1.0612. However, if we have a buy, it's better to take sell trades, putting your stop just about it, because I'm thinking that we may still have a decline. However, since this is the 1.8 level, the pullback may actually get to the 50 level, maybe before a decline, or get to the 38 level before further declines. But once it breaks this level, this high here, then this trend of selling, we can no longer say that it's still selling. We now have to watch it and see exactly which new level it's going to take. So I hope this market analysis was helpful. These are some of my thoughts for the coming week. I hope the video was not too long. If you have thoughts and questions about it, please let me know, and I'll share more with you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.